All right, we might as well get started here. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Thanks for joining us here. We're gonna run through a town hall. It'll be similar to past ones. We won't do all the introductions like we did last time, so it should be a quicker one this time. Gonna go through a lot of updates, what we've been working on. Just kind of give you guys a little peek behind the scenes and let you give you an opportunity to give us some feedback here too, and ask any questions as well. We try to do these once a month now, to keep you guys in the loop, to make sure we're on the same page with you guys, the community. We're here to serve you. We want to build things, and build a community that can enhance your experience in the NFT space, help you out, help you learn, help us all cook together. So we're here to serve you, and we want to be transparent about what we're building, and we also want to make sure we're building the right things that you guys want as well. So yeah, we're gonna do a run through here. I don't have really anything on my end. Besides, I just wanted to give a couple of quick shout outs to important channels. I think might be a little bit underrated. I think the focus discussions have been huge. If you guys haven't really checked out those threads, I think you're missing out on a good amount of value here in MVHQ. There's so many different project threads where you can get some nice in-depth discussion, bounce off questions about specific projects, specific chains as well. Like literally 15 minutes ago, this Canto glyphs just minted, and now they're already like 7x, and that was pinged out in the Canto thread. We've been cooking down there, so there's a lot of hidden gems. Gen Art and Art's another good one. We got the parent support group for some real life kids alpha as well. We got a botting thread as well if you want to learn more about botting and the different tools at your disposal. And then obviously a bunch of individual ones around, like the monkey trial, football, sports NFTs, Wolf game, all of that. So just wanted a quick shout out that because I think there's a lot of good information in there, and I think a lot of people might be overlooking them because it's a bit hidden. It's right under Voice Hangout chat. Just click it open and search and find what ones might be of interest. But yeah, with that, I'm going to hand it over to Mitch here.
Hello, GM. Thanks for the update there, Jake. I need to hop into the Canto thread. I just want to give a really big thank you to all of the OGs this month that have, come in to present, prepare a more formal presentation on the insights that you've gathered. Really big shout out to, Bex. We have had OGs come back that have launched pretty successful projects that are now, have been spun up into companies. So Oriel from Market Premier League. We just had some Shaggy insights yesterday. Ezrin's presentation was awesome. Ra had a great presentation too. King Easus as well. And that's simply just, a quarter of the events that we've had this month that really highlight sort of the brevity and the context that a lot of our OG members have gained. And hopefully for the new members tuning in and listening, that was really good context. I know for me, just even listening, I always pick something up and learn. If you missed any of these events, we do have a video channel that THC has been totally crushing and posting on. So I definitely, personally go back there and find all of them. I'm not able to make all of them, but I'm not sure if a lot of us are aware that all of these are being recorded, published for your viewing pleasure later. So definitely check that out. On that front, really big shout out and thank you to the content team. You guys have been absolutely crushing in getting all these events coordinated, marketing as well. And I know it's been really awesome value add for Metaverse community, and hopefully, we can continue to cater more events. The idea is that, these events more fleshed out, again, more education focused. That's always been our bread and butter here. If you have any sort of ideas on what kind of events you guys would like to see that our content can cater for you, definitely don't be a stranger. Please feel free to reach out to our content coordinator, our content and marketing coordinator, EQ Poppy. We've also got Big Silva in the house as well. The content team's pretty stacked. So whatever you guys want to see, definitely let them know and they'll cater it just like they have. I think the vision for content has been really awesome to sort of see and how it's coalesced. I'm excited to have the team share some of the vision moving forward. Definitely going to be a lot more education focused, and we plan to get a lot more prominent zeitgeist, I guess, if you will, individuals within Web3. I'll let Poop and the content team share the alpha on that front. The product team, really proud as well. Really excited. I'm on some of these back end conversations. I don't want to give too much alpha away. Kenny's piping at the heels. I know he's got some data points he wants to share. So definitely want to let him have his moment, but I'm really proud. We've been locking in some really key integral partnerships. I think if you guys have been taking notice of what the product team has built as of late, the pending spot integrated with Catchment, that is an exclusive here at Metaverse HQ. Really big shout out to Ral, and really appreciative of our partnership at Catchment. Over the past 2 years, we've partnered with over 20 different NFT, Web3 platforms, products, tools. These are all partners that we can go turn to and activate, and we actually are in the midst of activating with 3 in particular that is really going to enhance the Metaverse HQ experience. I'll let product team allude more to that, but really proud. Big shout out to Snipes, aka Ricky, big dog in the house. We've also got Kenny G, your favorite DJ, and then obviously Relic, who's right up there with him on the product side as well. So really excited to get those tools out. MVP program, I just like to call out the top 5 this month that it seems, I think we have one more day, but it seems like they're a lock in right now. The top 5, I want to give a big shout out to Scott Co. Been really awesome with the ARB farming, though. I'm not a big fan of farming. I know a lot of people in Metaverse HQ have been finding incredible value. Scott's also just been an insane value add to our community, as well as Ezrin, Swishy. Good to see RVX in the top 5. Totally underrated member in Metaverse HQ, super OG. And then High Five as well at the top 5 spot with 20 blesses. Really incredible to see a new member rise to the ranks. And, I've been taking a really big notice to his content. Field reports have been incredible. And, just incredibly thankful for all the contributions that have been made. It's hard to do that when you're new and you come to an environment like this and everyone knows everything seemingly, and you try to make content and turns out being a banger. So highly recommend anyone, the MVP program, the blessing spot. If you haven't used it yet, it's quite easy. Kenny can break it down, but this is essentially our framework for allowing Metaverse HQ members to recognize each other's contributions to the community, however little or however massive. That is completely up to you. You get 1 blessing a day, and every month the top 5 will be chosen and voted on. So good luck to you, 5. I'm excited to see how this shakes out. You can always see there is a blessing specific channel where you can actually see what people are blessing each other for. So definitely peep that. One last thing before I hand it off to the amazing individuals of the staff. Before I leak any more alpha, throughout the year we will be doing I don't want to say press tour. I think this is more like business development. I will continue to go to different communities and provide them like an NFT investing seminar 101, similar to what we did in Zenica's Discord, to Pudgy Penguins with a handful of other communities. Sort of Q4 last year. We're going to be doing plenty of those this year. Our goal is to hit 50 of those. So I will be going out to 50 different communities and hopefully provide that same education fleshed out. So if you have a community that you'd love to offer that to, definitely hit us up. The whole intention is to educate the space, get everyone to a level of proficiency. But at any rate, really excited to hand it off to product. I know they've got a lot of really interesting tidbits to share with you. And thank you for your time. Thank you for staying engaged. And Kenny, take it away.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming. Just 20 seconds about me. Brief introduction. My name is Kenny G. For those of you that don't know, I'm head of engineering and security here at Metaverse HQ. I oversee all technical aspects of the company, product development, technical infrastructure, and security, namely. Additionally, I have a leading effort in the product team here alongside many of the big brains on our staff, like Relic, Snipes, Jacob, just to name a few. We got a crack product team. Last town hall, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to highlight the critical contributions of my right hand, aka Ricky Rojas, aka Snipes. So I just wanted to make sure at the top of this call, got to shout him out a little bit. He's our lead front-end engineer, and his contributions are in things you use and interact with daily. Ricky, did you want to say hi briefly?
Yeah, what's going on, guys? Snipes, otherwise known as Ricky. Probably met a decent amount of you guys at NFT NYC. But yeah, I mean, I've been in MVHQ since early last summer. Been part of the team for I think about over a year now, and just constantly grinding out stuff such as the website and the member portal we're working on, and a bunch of other integrations that are going on behind the scenes that I'm sure we'll talk about later in this meeting. My previous experience, I've been a full stack dev for 10 plus years now, working at companies such as Lockheed Martin, Sikorsky, M&T Bank, Alcon, some of the biggest consultancy companies in New York City, such as Giant Machines. But yeah, that's my background. I've been lurking in the voice chat for a while, usually just coding on one of my monitors, have the Discord open on the other, so I don't really talk too much, but always listening in. And been ingrained in the community since a pretty long time ago. So that's a little bit about me.
Appreciate you saying hi, Ricky. At this point, just want to run through a few active projects we have. And at the end, I just want to outline a few stats that sort of outline the massive level of engagement this community brings in every day. First and foremost, as many of you are probably aware, we're working on a member-only web portal for our website. And just wanted to outline a few of the early features that we're planning on cooking up. A lot of these are well in progress, and just wanted to outline a few of the features for you guys. No demo this time, but that definitely might happen in a future town hall. First and foremost, we're working on a member calendar. This will display all the critical events throughout the day, help you sort of curate your time and sort of understand on a daily basis where your attention needs to be. This is planned sort of as a co-pilot to help navigate drops, reveals, AMAs, events, spaces, and sort of highlight where you want to spend your time and what may not be worth your time. This will mostly be staff curated, but there will be functionality for members to suggest events, suggest edits to events, say drop time changed or quantity changed. This really will be staff source. This really will be the heart of MVHQ, and our contributors will really make this a correct web portal for us to use on a daily basis. Additionally, if there are events you want to track personally but not publicly, there is functionality for you to add private events only to your calendar that'll also pair well with the information we curate both as a community and as a staff. This calendar definitely will have multiple views, and I want to ask if Ricky can add a little bit of insight there since he brainstormed quite a bit of that functionality. Ricky, you want to chime in there?
Yeah, for sure. The core functionality is really going to be like a monthly view where you're going to be able to see all of the different events going on throughout the months. Like Henny was saying, this is going to be mainly sourced from the staff, but we're also going to allow all of the community to add events themselves, whether that's public for the entire community. And if you add a public event, that will be vetted through the moderation process to make sure there's no spam or anything like that going through. But we'll be able to kind of crowdsource some drops, some events, and some good stuff like that. So that's like the main view. We have the calendar view. There's going to be a nice sidebar, which is going to have the daily view, which will basically break down all of the different events for that day. It'll have different kind of categories, which will be color coded, such as drops, MVHQ events, partnership events, or your own personal events. You'll be able to filter those, sort those however you'd like, and make it as customizable as possible. And then once you click on one of those events, there will be an event view where you'll be able to see more information. I mean, similar to how we have in our drop schedule, all of that information will be readily available on that event view. And all of the upvoting and downvoting that you do on Discord will work on the web portal as well, and you'll be able to do upvote and downvote there as well. So the initial way that we're going to be sorting these is by the hype. So the more upvoted a project is, the higher it will appear on your calendar. So that's kind of the main view for the overall market. There's going to be two more views that you're going to be able to access. One will be your personal view, which when you click, it'll open up a sidebar that will show you all of your whitelisted events or whitelisted drops, as well as any personal events that you might have picked out. And if there's anything on the drop list that you have whitelist for, you'll be able to click a button to kind of confirm that you have whitelist for it, and that'll go onto your whitelist. So you can kind of track all of your whitelists throughout all of your different groups. Even if it's outside of MVHQ, you can just come into the calendar, make a personal event for a drop, or if we have the drop already, you can just claim the whitelist for that. So you'll be able to track all of your whitelists, and you'll be able to see that in one kind of concise view. There'll also be an MVHQ view where you'll be able to click on that, and you'll be able to see all of the MVHQ events throughout the month. So those are the kind of views that we have right now. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what we're working through. If anybody has any feedback or suggestions, feel free to reach out. But that's what we got so far.
Definitely appreciate the context there, Ricky, and thank you as always for all your hard work. Gonna move on now to another feature we're cooking into the member portal, which is an allow list page. This will also be in the member only web portal, be an area for you to do due diligence and enter giveaways. This will be sort of an extension of what we already do decently within the Discord, and make some of the things that I think are harder to make an elite user experience through the Discord interface a lot better with the flexibility that a web platform will provide. The member portal will also have full results each giveaway. It has the ability to sort of audit your win rate, see how hot you've been in previous months. And this will also directly integrate with the member portal for reminders on all critical events relating to those allow lists. Don't have too much more on that for you quite yet, but that's definitely a work in progress along with a few other features. Don't want to spend too much time mainly just focusing on the member calendar because there is more to go over. But just wanted to briefly talk about that here and give our members a little context on what we're working on day in and day out. Additionally, we have a pendings bot. Pending bot catches trending contracts with over 100 mint transactions. I'm sure most of you have probably seen and interacted with this, and if you haven't, please check out the pendings channel down in the command center. This is made possible by our technical partnership with the great team at Catchment. They are our data partner for this particular project. We did release an update on January 13th that added additional information to the embed, as well as filtering on the pending transactions. So now it denotes how many of the transactions are meaningful, and that's defined as if a transaction is likely to go through in the next 3 blocks. This reduces false positives and repeat pings, and is a great addition to this workflow. And finally, I just want to mention we're always looking to add more functionality and data here, so expect more updates in the future regarding that. Another related project to the pending bot is our upcoming secondary pendings. And Relic, are you with us? I'd love for you to speak on this if you're available.
Sure thing. Thanks, buddy. GM, everybody. So one of our main goals here at MVHQ is bringing you guys data directly to the Discord, especially, to voice hangout chat where we spend most of our time in MVHQ. So like the pending mint bot, I think we've teased this a little bit. We want to show momentum of projects during their secondary market cycle. So basically after they mint, we want to cover pretty much the whole life cycle of a project. So basically, like pending mint bot, we plan on integrating a bot that pings voice hangout chat when a project surpasses a threshold of pending buy transactions. Planned on, aggregated across all marketplaces within a certain time frame, which is a system I don't think I've seen in any other NFT community personally. So at the moment, we're still in the stages of planning and seeking a data partner, but we're in talks with some of them. And once we have that partnership kind of solidified, we will definitely prioritize getting this bot out as soon as we possibly can, because we think this is a huge value add. And once this is done and teamed up with pending mint bot, we think it'll be pretty tough. If you stay, within the chat inside MVHQ, it'll be tough to not notice any kind of momentum for any ETH project at any stage of its life cycle. So we're definitely excited to get this rolling and get this released to you all. So keep your eyes peeled. We are definitely going to continue on working on this spot for you all. So throw it back to you, Kenny.
Appreciate the insight there, my friend, and thank you as always for working so hard on that and many other things. Appreciate your contributions. A couple more things to highlight here, and then we'll run through some stats. Just wanted to, as Mitch mentioned earlier on, outline the Bless bot. Hopefully most of you are familiar with this, so I'll run through it fairly quickly. This is sort of our contribution leaderboard here within Metaverse HQ. If a member does something that you find particularly useful, sorry about that, getting text messages, apologies. If you find something particularly useful, you can go ahead and run the command /bless and add the member name in there. It'll pop up a window and you can add in the reason for that contribution. At the end of the month, we take that leaderboard and pick, I believe, the top 5 and put out a vote for monthly MVP. MVP has an assortment of benefits, including ETH, including a magazine cover, etc. And I just wanted to make sure we highlight that. You get 1 bless per day. I highly advise everyone here to use their blesses as much as possible, and just really adds a positive sentiment across the community and highlights all the contributions that are happening constantly throughout our membership. So really appreciate everyone's contributions to the community, and just really wanted to make something that would give us the ability to highlight those in real time. But last but not least, we are working on a collaboration bot. This is a work in progress, pretty early on, but will allow members to suggest projects that they would like to have our partnerships team on our partnership team radar. This will help for visibility and help us to get projects on board that you guys really want to see. There's potential allow us compensation if we partner with a project that you originally suggested. Details are still being ironed out and brainstormed there a bit, but we'll definitely follow up with more details in a future town hall. This workflow would be done exclusively through Discord bot originally. You would essentially just run a command. And the only thing you would have to do just to keep the lift as low as possible is drop in a Twitter link for the project, and the bot would basically do everything from there. It would credit you with it in our internal systems, and we would use that information later down the line if necessary. And that's all I have for active projects. If there's any questions, we can handle those sort of at the end of the town hall. Definitely stick around in case anyone has any questions. Happy to answer any questions over text as well. Before I wrap this up, sort of wanted to highlight a few stats we've aggregated over voice chat and text participation, just to highlight how vast our activity level is here. In January alone, we've had about 1.6 million listening minutes in voice hangout chat alone. That equates to over 3 years of listening time in 1 month, so that's pretty crazy in my opinion. Over that same time span, 621 members have joined voice hangout chat at least once. That's basically over 2/3 of our membership. 185 of you spent at least 24 hours listening to voice chat, just in that one channel alone. Members average daily 55 minutes of listening time and 27.7 hours of listening over the month. Admittedly, those numbers are top heavy because we have some avid listeners who just live in voice chat. And speaking of which, our top listener has about 24,000 listening minutes, which is about 17 and a half days roughly. If we break down those average listening numbers to just members who have joined VC at least once, it's above 40 hours listening per member. So just wanted to highlight the activity in voice hangout chat. I'm sure everyone here knows the value of that day in and day out, and just wanted to make sure that we were highlighting that there. Last but not least, I wanted to talk about our text participation. We have over 3 million tracked messages since August 2021. Extrapolated out, it's safe to say if you go back to our origins of this Discord, which is February of 2021, we have about 4 million messages. Since August 2021, we've had 2,500 individual members participate in text chat. Our most active contributors have about 70,000 lifetime messages. And one final thought I'll leave you with before I wrap this up. The percentage of our active members was so high, frankly, that I want to be able to triple check its validity before I state it publicly. But it was just absolutely an insane percentage of our members that had posted at least one message of current members. But yeah, that's all for me on the stat side. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you all today. Sorry if that was a little long-winded. But if anyone has any questions or suggestions, never hesitate to reach out to me, Relic, Snipes, anyone on the product team, and we always share that information and talk about it amongst ourselves. But at this point, I'll pass it back to the admins. Appreciate the time.
If I can cut in 1 sec. If you notice also, we have more voice chats. So if ever you feel like you need to have a discussion about something else, feel free to pop down to any one of the ones that are never being used, like VC2, VC3, VC4. Just nudge whoever you want to have a discussion with and go ahead and use them. Those are there for everybody's use. Feel free to use them however you want.
Thank you, fellas. Much appreciated. Poop, you want to give us a rundown? What's going on with content?
Yeah, let's rock and roll. GM, everyone. Good to see all your beautiful faces and PFPs. Quick little rundown here. Definitely want to lead the content portion here just by giving a quick little shout out to Mac Attack. He's having some microphone issues this morning, but was not able to attend the last town hall. So definitely want to introduce Mac Attack. He is a Swiss Army knife for us on the media and production side of things. He is our content production specialist, cutting clips, editing, production, making all those content rollouts look professional and as clean as can be, and also does a lot of heavy lifting on a lot of our graphical rollouts as well across socials, all of the profit graphics and event graphics and any of those static images. He definitely has a heavy hand in. So just wanted to give him a little shout out and make sure that he was recognized for all the work that was going in behind the scenes. In addition to, all the other staff members we have on board here that are putting in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in places that a lot of people don't see to make all these things come to life for the MVHQ community. So a quick little shout out there. The other item I will touch on as an intro piece here before I pass it off to Big Silva Surger is just wanted to reiterate a lot of what Mitch and others have said regarding MVHQ month. We'll have a little crew talk a little bit more in detail about some of the MVHQ month stuff that's been going on, but just wanted to thank everyone that's participated in both the coordination, the production, and hosting of the MVHQ month. I think it's been such a great success, and not only is it educational for a lot of newcomers, but I think it's safe to say that all of the topics that have been touched on have been great refreshers for people that have been in the community for a long time, quote unquote OGs in the space. Lots to learn, lots to refresh on. And it's all been very valuable information. We will look forward to packaging all of this up into some content pieces and clips that are a little bit more digestible as well, and also finding ways to host them up onto the website in due time. So that'll be a good way to kind of package everything up in an organized and structured manner. So these content items can live on in perpetuity, so we can access them whenever needed. So looking forward to that here in the near future. That all being said, I will kick it over to Silva, and then we'll go to THC, and then we'll circle back with me at the end for a quick little closing statement, and then move on to the next group. So go ahead and Silva, take it away.
Thank you, Poop. GM, everyone. Just want to start off by saying, thank you, Poop, for the kind words, and Mitch as well. Really appreciate those shout outs at the top there to content and the whole team. I mean, I couldn't agree more. They are just cracked at every level, just continuing to deliver day after day. So, I mean, it's a real treat to get to, be in my position and work so closely with them. But yeah, MVHQ. So as far as the written editorial content, we are moving forward, and we're looking to launch our next magazine issue of the MVHQ magazine this week. We are aiming for Thursday, February 2nd. So, keep your eyes peeled on Discord announcements and the MVHQ website to kind of see the latest magazine that we got cooking up. And it is promised to be a great one, as always. We've got great pieces coming from the Marksman, Ezrin, Jasmine Lights, Crocked, aka Laser Weems, and many more. So look out for that. It's going to be just a real treat to start off 2023 and get that in-depth kind of analysis and summary of what's been going on in the space from really some of the brightest and sharpest minds we have here at MVHQ. On top of the magazine, we are also looking at starting a newsletter. So this would be a newsletter that would go out on a consistent basis, through email. And, this would be a public facing newsletter that, we would love for all of you to sign up for, to kind of see the, those other pieces of news and other updates and alpha that, might not be in an HQ announcement, so to speak, but still important and still kind of, letting everyone know what MVHQ is up to. Right. And, also giving, the public an idea as to really what they're missing by not being in MVHQ. So much of all the great things we do is locked behind our token, right? Field reports, announcements, office hours, numbers therapy. So we want to give a way to allow the public to kind of get just a taste of all the great things we have brewing here, and really, like I said, the day in, day out alpha that all of you are contributing to, and give them just, a view right through the looking glass to see what they're missing, kind of get them excited, get some new members in here, and really just educating the broader public as to what MVHQ is all about. And right, all the big updates we have as far as content, product, marketing, right, all the things that we all know about, we want to get that out to the public too. So really everyone knows that MVHQ is cooking on all fronts. So on top of the magazine and the newsletter, I really just wanted to, give a shout out to all of you, right? The community and the members of MVHQ, because you truly are what makes MVHQ special. The last couple of weeks and months, the market's really kind of showing some life again, kind of been heating up. And I would hope that, everyone kind of sees that through some of our field reports and some of the content that the community is creating. I mean, because you all are firing on all cylinders. So really, I just wanted to thank all of you from just the bottom of my heart for the work you all put in to make MVHQ what it is, and contributing, helping each other learn and grow, and finding areas that you excel in, you have expertise in, and just sharing that, right? Sharing that knowledge, that alpha with the community. It's a really beautiful thing, and it's really special how giving and how selfless all of you are, and willing to share that. So I hope you've all seen, we've had, just in the last 2 or 3 weeks alone, we've had over 30 field reports from a variety of members, OGs, Scott Co, Ezrin, DeMarksman, newer members like Mitch shouted out High Five. High Five's done some really, really great legwork on art blocks data, analysis, really showing some actionable, evidence that you can use to, go forward and make better decisions, better plays in the market. So really, just outstanding job from all of you. I, couldn't be happier with everything that you guys are cooking up and what we've got working on the back end here, ready to roll out to all of you in the public. So yeah, that is all of it. All the updates for now from the editorial side of content. So I will throw it over to THC.
Hey, appreciate it, Silva. Yeah, so real quick, I'm a little under the weather, so apologies, you guys, if I just sound gross. But yeah, I'm going to fill you in on some of the media stuff that we've been working on. Real quick, just, like Silva and Poop and Mitch and everyone has said, just big shout out to all the presenters for MVHQ month. Fantastic job, just all around on all the classes and AMAs, some of which I had the pleasure of co-hosting. You guys are just legends. So we've been running a lot of events, right? So we've been doing 2 a day for the past 2 weeks. So we're at about 20 events or so, which is a lot of content. So we're working on getting all of these recordings up and posted. So I want to just take, while I have everybody's ear, I just want to kind of draw attention to the video content channel. It's just a little bit above voice hangout chat in like the content category. That is the exclusive home for all of these videos. So we upload them to YouTube, but they're unlisted. So this is the only place that you're going to find them, is in this video content forum. Now it also has tags up at the top, so you can actually click the different types of tags like AMAs or numbers therapy or what have you to sort through it that way, which is really helpful. And if you're looking for these MVHQ month classes, those are going to be under guides. There's a bunch of them up there already. We have a few more to post, so just kind of keep your eyes peeled, but definitely don't sleep on the video content channel, because we have this big treasure trove of content, and this is the only place that it lives. So make sure you're going through and checking all that stuff out. So anyway, so we have this big we've done these 20 events, right? So we have this big collection of content that's exclusive to us. So what we're going to do is do a little bit of production magic and go in and make some teasers and trailers and maybe hype montages and things of the like to draw attention just to this amazing value add that we have that is exclusive and it's locked behind the membership. So that's pretty exciting, just to put some eyeballs on just the amazing contributions that we've had from our community. We've also got some other media stuff in the works. We're creating some custom assets at the moment for a new video production that we're very excited about. I can't really say too much more at this moment. I'm sure everybody wants to know when, but just know that we are working on some cool stuff that we think that you will all enjoy. So that is all I've got for media. I'm going to kick it back to Poop to bring us home.
Awesome. Thank you very much, gentlemen, and well said. And there's a lot of content members, obviously, that are helping behind the scenes as well, outside of myself, Silva, and THC, Relic, DGen Z, Scott Co, Big 6 Mil, Poppy helping coordinate everything. So definitely want to make sure everyone is recognized for their efforts. A couple last closing thoughts, just an update on numbers therapy. A big goal of ours this year was to kind of tap into some of more of our broader Web3 networks with the help of Mitch and Jacob and the marketing gang. And I think, even early on here, we've had a lot of success, even ending with last year before we took a little bit of a break with Bunchu, and then leading here into Julia, and still mixing in some community flavor, getting Bando and Dizzy up in there as well. But this week we're excited to have Justin Waldron on. He is the founder of Zynga and a project called Storyverse. It won't be a project AMA. It'll have the normal numbers therapy flavor and energy to it. Get some information about his background, just kind of see where his Web3 roots lay, and kind of his background story, and how he's kind of the path that's kind of led him into Web3 and where he stands today. So we're excited to get him on. Again, that's the founder of Zynga, Justin Waldron, here this Thursday. And then this is a little bit of alpha. Again, a big shout out to Mitch and tapping into some of our networks here. But we'll have the Blur founder Pac-Man on next week. And again, it'll be a numbers therapy focused, interview, but he will be leaking some alpha with some exclusive information regarding upcoming tokenomics and token info that we are all patiently waiting on. So that'll be exclusive to MVHQ and numbers therapy. Again, that'll be Blur founder and CEO Pac-Man on for next week's numbers therapy. So very excited about both of those upcoming. And then we'll continue to keep you in the loop through all of our announcement channels about future guests and episodes. And the last thing I just wanted to close on, I know it's been mentioned here a couple times already, the MVP process and the significance of it, and really the kind of value it does provide our community, both in terms of monetary rewards and making sure that alpha information is getting out to the community as a whole. Want to just hammer down on that, double down on that, right? The contributions that our community brings forth for others, and to share that type of information with your peers is a powerful thing. It's something that has kind of been what MVHQ has been built on, since our inception, and something that we really pride ourselves on. And there's a lot of different avenues and angles to take here. It can be alpha related, upcoming project related, existing project related, tips and tricks, the whole gamut. There's a lot of different angles to take, and really, it can help provide a little bit of a platform if that's something that you're looking into from a social branding perspective. It can just be straight value add to the community, helping out your peers with information to help us all make money or make our lives easier, quality of life stuff. And can really help, broaden your comfortability in terms of your expertise or your strengths as a creator, and whether that's in the form of a field report or if you have a background in graphic design or media production, any and all, it's all very welcomed, and we love finding room for community members that do have an interest and a passion for those sorts of things. So again, don't be shy about reaching out to anyone on staff, particularly myself, Silva, and THC. If you find yourself having the creative itch and wanting to take part in any of the stuff we have going on behind the scenes, would love to get you on board. Have already had a nice reception from a couple new members as well. So looking forward to getting them integrated more and more as we move along here. So just wanted to throw that out there. Don't be shy about getting started on any sort of content initiative that you've been thinking on. We'll be here to help with open arms. That being said, that is all I had here on the content side. Thank you all very much. Keep up the great work. Keep up the great energy in the community. And I'll pass it back over to Jake here.
Hell yeah, baby. A lot of great initiatives. We're gonna transition here to our updates regarding MVHQ month. Got another week packed of events. Jacob, if you want to take it away.
Yes, sir. Happy to. First of all, shout out to Poppy. He is the main mastermind driving MVHQ month and coordinating with all the hosts, which takes a lot of work on top of all the other things that he's working on with social media. But just give a quick run through of the events. We got Mitch's Mint Talk tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. So that'll be a really good talk. This is the chat he mentioned earlier that we've been doing for other communities like Zen Academy, Pudgy Penguins, and a bunch of our other partners. Definitely worth stopping by to, just refresh your skills. And I know a lot of, OGs even learn something new there, and it's always just a good time listening to him crack jokes. We also have Waifu coming in for a product demo a few hours after that at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then on Thursday, we have Numbers Therapy with Aslo and blanking on the host. Do you know who's the guest for that one, Poop? Is it?
Yeah, I just touched on it. It's Justin Waldron, the founder of Zynga.
Amazing. And then we're looking to do some sort of cap event on Friday, so stay tuned for details there. Poppy, if you have anything to share there, or if we're still locking something in, that's all good as well.
Yeah, for Friday, Poop's organizing something for us. It's going to be in the terms of a game night. We might have a couple events going on throughout the day, so stay tuned for that. I think we'll announce it probably Thursday, Friday morning, just to start setting up and engaging interest in those events.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm super excited for that. And yeah, it's been an amazing month. So, we've really enjoyed having a lot of the OGs come in and, share their knowledge and insights and hearing the feedback from you guys. We're also going to put out a form towards the end of the week as well to get that feedback explicitly from you on, what went well, what we could have done better, and what you guys would like to see for next year. We also want to kind of incorporate some of these builder educational type of events more into our weekly cadence. So, we do a ton of AMAs with partners, but we definitely want to make sure that we're providing this value throughout the year for new members and, just as new tools and products and updates come through. So that's something that you can look out for and, make sure to request in the feedback form if you're interested in, or tell us, that you want to stick to the partner AMAs. We want to do whatever you guys are most interested in. We're also going to be packaging a bunch of the kind of evergreen content from this month onto the website and the member portal in, a nicely packaged format. So shout out to THC and the content team for kind of leading the efforts there. But that should be good just to have it in a digestible format for you guys and to look back on any events that you might have missed. In terms of, I can go into a little bit more on the collab side of things in a moment, but Poppy, did you have anything else to add for MVHQ month or social stuff?
Yeah, for MVHQ month, I just want to say thank you all for participating in all of these month's events. We obviously organize this for you, so greatly appreciate the engagement and attendance that we've been receiving these past 3 weeks. Just a huge shout out again to all of the hosts that I've been able to work with. We've been able to create all this amazing content, and yeah, it's an amazing honor to just bring everyone together and understand, this is a community. You guys can always reach out to the host. They will respond in server, as well as for any staff. If you guys have any questions in terms of where the content's being relayed to, how long it's going to take, feel free to ping us, and yeah, we'll get right back to your answers. As well, for any future events or ideas that you guys might have or would like to see, feel free to ping me and or DM me, and I'll be sure to take it into account. Really appreciate the feedback so that we can make the next one even better. So just thank you, everyone.
Yeah, shout out to Poppy and shout out to all the hosts. You guys have absolutely crushed it, and just really, really valuable information and great discussions in there. So it's been awesome to see, and definitely want more of that throughout the year. Moving on to collabs here, we'll try to keep it brief. Unfortunately, Johnny is out with some personal stuff, so we definitely miss him dearly. Reach out to him if you want to just check in, see how he's doing. He is, such an amazing person to work with and really cooks for MVHQ all the time. So, definitely an awesome contributor there. I would say what our main focus on is just kind of what Kenny mentioned earlier, is integrating you all with the collabs process. So like letting you suggest projects and be able to crowdsource those through the Discord, through the member portal, and really making it a cohesive experience there for everybody. So super excited to get that up and running, hopefully in the next few weeks. We're also just kind of improving our allow list functionality through the member portal, as Kenny mentioned as well, similar to kind of what AlphaBot has, but a lot better UI and UX. And also revamping our internal process just so that we can track things better and keep you all up to date. But a lot of cool, exciting things going on that front. And I'm not going to go into too many projects because we're running a little long here. But in terms of other events and discounts and other things that we have going on. We do have our merch as corruption kindly linked there. So thank you for that. And yeah, you just remember that there's 6 days left if you do want to purchase that. We also have 15% discount for all members. So that is the current MVP, which is linked in the announcement. I'll just leak it here for you guys. It is Wise Daddy if you want to put in that code there. And yeah, I think I'll pass it off to Sean to talk a little bit more about some of our upcoming events and how you guys can, mark your interest for those and about that.
Thank you, Jacob. So yeah, we currently are planning on, or not planning, we're kind of trying to suss out and see if we're going to be holding member events at any of the upcoming NFT conferences, be it LA, Denver, New York, what have you. I did leave the poll open. I'm going to leave it open for a few more hours. So if you can just check HQ announcements, fill out any possible interest you might have, it will give us a better idea of who is going where and will really help us drill down and figure out where we should be planning events. In addition to that, we also have our running partnerships. I did just announce the new NFT Nerd discount yesterday, and that is 30% off all their plans. As usual, if you have any questions, please feel free to DM me or drop them into any of the specific partner forums. We do also have a channel that just lists all of the aggregated discounts in one place. And one other thing, if you guys have any tools or possible partners you want us to talk to and suss out if we can get a discount, please feel free to let me know and we can get on that.
Awesome. And yeah, I linked the merch as well as the community event interest form in the office hours chat, if that's easier for you guys there. And yeah, I think that's it for MVHQ month and marketing.
Awesome. Thank you, fellas. One more thing I want to touch it on before we get to Q&A. Steph front ran us a little bit on it, but Jacob, do you want to get an update there with the merch?
Oh, yep. We went over that, so we're all good there.
Oh, you did? Oh, my bad. Awesome, yeah. Cool. Before we wrap it up, we'll just open up Q&A for anyone here. If you guys have any questions, feel free to voice it. We'll open up now, or if you want to type in and guest questions as well. Feedback is welcome too. Otherwise, we can wrap it up here. Crypto Aqua has, with recent partnership with Julia Yan, any notable updates on what's cooking in MVHQ's macro vision?
Yeah, that's a really that's a solid question. I think Julia Yan, what she brings to the table from a head of growth side is more so. Which is less obvious and more so of our focus is working with early stage companies, helping teams really understand, how to grow and how to expand on their product, expand on the vision. And Julia will be, without giving too much away, Julia will be an incredible asset. Not just for Metaverse HQ, she has been, immensely someone that we lean on day in, day out, but also, in the near future, an asset potentially to Metaverse HQ members, specifically those that are building products and giving you guys the tools to succeed. Obviously, providing the education, the context. We're doing a lot on the partnership side to also arm our members, arm you guys with with some really exclusive perks, activations with some tier ones, and that's been in the process too. So all of that, we've been laying the foundation, and really is sort of the surface of what's to come.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Mitch.
Of course, great question.
Cool. Yeah, we're nearing the hour mark here. I don't see any other questions. If you have something, I'll give a second here. For anyone to get one in. Otherwise, we can get it wrapped up here.
Yeah, I would just love to add, if you are new and you haven't been added to our Twitter list, be sure to just send me your Twitter account and I'll be happy to add you. It's just a little bit difficult finding Twitters when they're usually not in bios or not interacting with us on Twitter. Happy to add you guys and get you onboarded.
Good shout, Bobby. MVHQ, follow MVHQ, baby. All right, with that, we can wrap it up. Thank you all for attending. Much appreciated. This will be recorded as well, so if you missed any of it, you'll be able to go back and listen in the future. And as always, if you have questions, anything else comes up, any feedback, you guys can feel free to reach us out to us individually or ask in chat, give us a tag, however you want to do it. We're here for you guys. So thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your day. See you guys in voice chat.